It's the Victoria Washington Experience, introducing the man behind the many sounds that you and I both hear. You have heard him making it happen for these artists out here, Mr. Hardworking himself. And of course, he's easy on the eyes.
Ooh,
so I like that.
I like that.
Trap God is what he called himself, Zaytoven. Hey, handsome, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for coming.
Oh, come on. My pleasure.
So have anyone ever told you that you look a little like Columbus Short?
Columbus Short, I ain't heard that one yet.
Oh, really? I was scrolling through your pictures. I was like, wait a minute, is Columbus Short?
I done heard Usher, I done heard Omarion. I ain't never heard Columbus Short.
Oh, Omarion, I could really go for that one too. Yeah, I could agree. But Columbus Short, yeah, but that's a good looking dude. So
okay,
you winning.
That's what's up.
You winning. So you're from Germany, right?
Yeah, I was born in Germany.
Born in Germany.
Yeah, dad was in the military, so I moved all my life. I was born in Germany. I don't know nothing about it. All I know is the producer that I mimicked my name from was from Germany too. So
okay, because that's what I was going to ask that. I understand the Zay part, but Toven. So, but it is something different, which I appreciate, especially in this industry. So when you moved from Germany, you went over to San
Francisco, yes.
Okay, and now you're in my hometown, ATL.
ATL, yeah.
All right, I love that.
I love it.
I love that. So what made you move to ATL? I know we got a lot of things going on down there.
Well, it was really like my dad was in the military, so we was moving, so it was time for him to retire. He wanted to go somewhere, where some family was, a little bit slower. So he moved down to Atlanta. So at the time I was still in San Francisco. I just started doing my music thing. I started, getting my beats on little albums and everything out there. So I stayed in San Francisco for a while, but I really couldn't afford to stay out there like I wanted to. I wanted my own studio, my own spot. So I really couldn't afford it. So I shipped all the equipment I bought. I shipped it down to my parents' house and started in their basement. In Atlanta.
So that's how you got started. That's how Zaytoven.
Yep.
Zaytoven got started.
Zaytoven, yep. Because my name in San Francisco, my producer name was Zayvon. I don't know where that came from. I just know they used to call me Zave instead of Zay. I just added the on. I don't know where it came from, but that was my producer name in California. When I got to Atlanta, I said, let me try something new. It's going to be Zaytoven.
Yeah, so you definitely from Atlanta because you said Atlanta.
Yeah, well,
that's how we talk down there.
I'm stuck down. That's where I'm at.
I love that.
That's where I'm
at.
at.
I read somewhere you were vegan, but before we start recording, you told me that you had some pulled pork. So I know that's not true. So you
that was for breakfast. Yeah.
And you had that for breakfast.
That was for breakfast.
And I don't know about that now. I can't eat that heavy.
I can't
it's
either.
Like dinner.
But
were you just waking up?
Yeah, I just went to the airport. I was kind of hungry. I ain't see nothing else but this barbecue spot, and I said, "Let me get what he having." And that's how it happened.
Okay, now you got a full pork belly going on
right now. Yeah.
Okay, I see a ring on your hand. You married?
Yes, ma'am. Been married. Yeah.
How long have you been married?
I've been married for 9 years.
That's a long time.
2 kids. Yeah.
Especially in this industry. You have all the women coming up after you. They want some of Zay.
Yeah.
How's your wife taking that?
I've been with her since maybe 2002. Okay. So, at first she had to get adjusted to it, but we done been together for so long that she know what time it is. She know I ain't stepping out. She know I ain't checking for no other woman. So.
Oh, so she know the ins and outs. She's okay with that.
She was there before it all, before it all blew up. So.
Those are usually the women that stick around the longest. They know what's going on, and she know what you're doing.
Yeah, she know.
Whether you're doing something good or bad. Women know.
They know, women know.
Right,
so that's why I got to be careful. I can't play because, women know. You come home, they gonna know. They know what's going on. Yeah.
So you live in Atlanta. You linked up with Gucci Mane. How did that whole thing come about?
Like I said, I came from California. I was a new guy in Atlanta, and when I first moved to Atlanta, I used to cut hair, all my homeboys' hair at school, so that's how I made my money. Okay. I always been a church musician and always cut hair to make some money. So when I went to Atlanta, I got into the hair schools. I went to barber college, at least get my professional barber license, get me going, to secure me a job. So I was a new guy. I had me a little studio at my parents' house. And once you meet all the guys at the school, everybody want to rap, everybody want to sing. Of course. Like, oh, you got a studio? So it turned into guys coming over to the house and we just recording. We having fun and doing it, enjoying it. So we just recording. Gucci Mane ended up being a friend of one of those guys. Now, when he came over, he wasn't a rapper. He wasn't Gucci Mane at the time. He was just a guy that was trying to put his nephew on. Like, man, I need some beats for my nephew. I'm gonna write some songs for him. That's kind of how we met, and it grew from that to he writing all the songs. Then he started recording. Then it turned into a working relationship. Like every day in the morning, 7:00, Zay, you up? All right, I'm gonna come over there. Let's record. And
so you were already making beats?
I was already making beats. I started in San Francisco in California.
And he heard your beats, so he wanted to be a part of the movement.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that was it. So you made the magic happen.
I made, I'm the guy with the studio, and I'm the guy that's making the beat. So everybody want to come over and record.
Right.
So yeah, that's how it really started.
So why do you feel like you're underrated? Do you even feel that way? I read somewhere that you do feel like you're underrated as a producer.
I don't think so. A lot of people say that. I think I'm a lot of people's favorite, and I also feel that my sound, or the sound that I brought to the game, is probably the most imitated sound in our music, in our rap music, because the sound that I started doing over 10 years ago is the most imitated sound still to this day. I mean, a lot of producers still, mimicking that same sound. So I'm flattered by that, and I'm flattered that I'm still in the game, being as relevant as I am, really doing the same thing I started with.
Now, you've worked with Usher, you've worked with a lot of people. Now, Usher in particular, is Usher mean?
No, he's a star. Stars, you can't call them mean. They got a lot going on. They got a lot of people in their ear. They got a lot of people in their face. So their time is limited.
Okay.
So they don't got a lot of time for the.
Because I've been hearing Usher's a little.
Star. I expect that from a star. Anytime I meet a star and they're a real star, I expect them to be, kind of funny acting.
Now, working with Usher, how was that? Because you worked on his song Papers. How was that?
It was mind blowing for me, because everything I did before that was, music that came strictly out the mud. It was Gucci Mane. It was OJ the Juice Man. It was those type of guys. So every song that I had that blew up was a song that we created in my basement, just us down there working together. Now, when my buddy Sean Garrett called me like, hey, man, I'm working on Usher project. He want to get something from you. That, I still ain't even believe it. I didn't believe that they wanted to work with me like that. So I went to the studio. I played a lot of tracks. The track, when I gave it to him, it was maybe 3 years old. Like when the song came out in 2000, was it 9 or 10? I made the beat maybe in 2007. But I was making rap music. I wasn't making a lot of R&B music. So I had to go find every R&B beat I ever made. So, it was mind blowing to see that, okay, man, Usher chose your song. It's finna be his first single. And the song went #1 faster than all his other songs went #1, on the charts. So that was just mind blowing for me.
It's the Victoria Washington Experience. Right now I'm speaking with Zaytoven, the super producer. A lot of hits out there. Now, I love trap music. You are the trap god. Why do you call yourself the trap god?
It's not really me that call myself that. I think it's everybody else, because they've been listening to the music I've been producing for so long, and it makes me feel old. But the guys even now, they be like, man, I remember listening to you and Gucci back when I was in middle school. Right. So I think we created that trap, sound that's so relevant today. So that's what I guess that's why they call me the trap god, because I was one of the originators of doing the type of music that people call trap now.
Yeah, because I read that in XXL magazine. You said, I'm not a lover, I'm not a fighter, I'm the trap god.
Well, that's what they call me. They didn't gave me that title. People gave me the title.
Right. I mean, the type of music that you make, when it comes on, I feel like I'm a trap star. Like, you put me in that mood. So as a producer, I really feel like you've done your job. Yeah. You put that sound out there, and I'm like, okay, I know what this is going to be about. So I continue to jam out. So I appreciate that great music that you put out there.
That's what's up.
In this industry, who do you want to work with?
Right now, I'm always fascinated by the new guys. I think that's what has kept me around for so long, what's kept me relevant, is the new hot guy, the guy that's coming with something new that we ain't never heard before. Far as that artist that's been out, I would love to work with probably every rap artist and every R&B artist that's out. I really can't specifically say any names, but right now I'm working with everybody.
Say any names
because it's so many people. Like, I would love to work with 50 Cent or Cameron or all these guys, which I didn't really work with them already too. So
in some form of fashion.
In some form of fashion. So I didn't really work with everybody that I would like to work with.
So what is your next move? Because you have a lot of things going on. You have a book, you got music happening, and of course you've had, I believe, is it 2 movies?
Movies, yes.
Two movies?
We got the new movie here.
Okay, definitely. So we got to check that out. So tell me about your next move. What are you doing now? Because the music is there. And you're already blowing up in that area. That area, you have superseded that area as a super producer. The next move, tell me.
That's hard to say. Like I've been taking it all in. All this music stuff been a surprise to me. I never started producing music to make it as a big, music producer. It was just, I was a church musician. I love to make music. They started making keyboards where you can make beats on it, and it turned from that into me, being Zaytoven. So, I'm doing the movies. I got my book coming out for the first time. This is my first time having a book come out. So, I'm just going to continue to do this. I want to always find the new talent, sign the new talent, find the next hot artist that's coming out. I'm always want to do that. But I'm always want to shoot more movies. I want to shoot my Birds of a Feather Part 2 maybe the end of the year. I might end up writing another book. I like to go out to talk to different music, schools and classes and giving them insight on how I made it in the game, how I stay relevant and doing what I do. So that's pretty much, that's what I see in the future right now.
They say 2 things in this industry that can make or break you. One is relationships. 2 is beef. So relationships with making you and beef breaking you. Do you have great relationships in this business? And I'm speaking specifically about Gucci Mane.
Oh yeah, me and Gucci have a bond that can't be broken.
Okay, because although some people start out with that person, they may not end with that person.
Yeah, well, me and him, man, we talk almost every other day. His last project that he came out with was Trap House 5, where I did the entire project. So, we stay in touch, man. We and I know when he get out that we hitting the ground running, we right back at it. Right. I think we're a chemistry that people always gonna remember. Like a Shaq and Kobe or a Scottie Pippen and a Michael Jordan.
Right.
So I think it's legendary what we have done and what we created.
Speak on beef. Do you have any beef in this industry?
Nah, I ain't got no beef.
So you've been cool with everybody. You just been playing it safe, being a safe guy?
Well, I think that's my character.
Yeah, you give me like a laid back, chill kind of dude.
That's my character. I always tried to help people. I always tried to, put people on. And I think that's why, I'm so good and people respect, who I am, is because that's the type of person I've been, the whole time I've been in the industry.
On your off time, what are you doing?
I got 2 kids, so I got 2 kids and a wife, so that takes a lot of, there's really no free time.
Right.
If I'm not doing music or working on my book. By the way, the book is called From A to Z, so anybody looking forward, is coming out Father's Day.
Oh yeah, we got to speak about that too.
Yeah, so but if I'm not doing that, then I'm with the kids. I'm a church musician still, so every Sunday, all Sunday, and maybe
every Sunday you in church.
Yeah, I'm the organist at the church, so yeah.
What?
That's why I gotta leave here Saturday so I can be at church on Sunday.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's what I grew up doing. That's that's a part of who I am. So I never changed anything about me, to make it in this industry. Right. I'm still the same guy I was before I even made it in there.
You yourself. That's what make you stand out. It is the Victoria Washington Experience. Speaking with super producer Zaytoven. He's in the building with me right now.
Yep.
Make sure you log on to my website at victoriawashington.com, SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're all over the place. Now, with your book that you have coming out, From A to Z, it's coming out on Father's Day. So I was thinking, is that a book about fathers?
Nah. Okay. It was just, I just needed to find a good day to put it out. So no, I just chose Father's Day. There's really no explanation why.
What is the book about?
I would say it's more of a manual for any producer, DJ, rapper, artist that's trying to make it in the music industry. And I'm just really giving them the steps and the format that I took to make it. And a lot of it has, spiritual aspects of it. You know what I mean? The things you got to do to make it in the industry, things you got to do to stay relevant, to stay in it for, I've been in it over 10 years, relevant the whole time. So it's just really giving my insight on what you have to do to be able to make it and still be independent. I've been independent the whole time I've been in the game. I never had managers before. I never had signed to any label or anything. So everything I've done came, really straight out the mud. Is off my own muscle.
Speaking of the manual that you're putting out on Father's Day, from A to Z, why is it titled From A to Z? I'm thinking ATL.
No, not really. You know how you go from A to Z. I just,
And you incorporated your name.
I just incorporated
That's cute.
him. I thought it was something.
Yeah, I like that. Well, we're looking forward to that. Also, I want to talk about your first song that you put out. What was that?
So Icy. That was
Gucci
2004. So Icy and Young Jeezy. That made me change my whole perspective on, producing music. Because everything was fun until then. But when you first hear your song on the radio, playing all day long, it's the song of the year.
Yes.
And in the club, everybody's singing it without no music. It's like, wait a minute. I might need to do this for real.
You did Lemonade too?
No, I didn't do Lemonade. I didn't do Lemonade.
That's my joint though.
That's
I love me some
Lemonade.
Gucci Lemonade.
Man,
that's
everything
my joint.
Gucci do be
I'm telling you, it does. I don't know why. It's just like a gold mine. He's a gold mine, I feel. Anytime he put out something. An experience that I had, I went to Clark Atlanta University.
Okay.
So just being in the AUC, just bumping Gucci.
He the man.
Being in the ATL, that's what we knew. That's what we love, and we still love it. It's just Gucci Man is our guy.
He the guy.
And he just don't care what you say about him, what's going on. He gonna come out with a diss record or whatever. He's just Gucci. I love his sound. I love what he has going on. So Zaytoven, I appreciate you reaching out to me and coming in here doing this interview. Tell us, how can we reach you?
On social media, everything is Zaytoven Beats, ZaytovenBeatz. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Is that it? That's everything. Ain't it?
That's everything.
.com, the website, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So we definitely. You know what? We got to talk about your movie. I want to squeeze that in.
Okay.
Let me do that first. So tell me about this movie here. Finesse.
Well, let me shout out the people that's with me, my team that's with me. I have Cassius J with me.
Okay.
He's the hottest producer that's coming out of Atlanta right now. I don't know if y'all done heard the song "Make Something Shake." He got the airways on fire right now.
Okay, so we got to get him in here next.
Yeah, we got to get him in here next.
All right, now that's what
and
I'm
then
about.
Right here to the left is my guy Al Nuke. Now I wouldn't have even been doing no movies without this guy right here. He comes in, he come and write the movie, he direct the movie. He teach me what I got to do to act. So
what you're telling me is that the fact that you did doing this interview, I always have a job.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah.
I always have a job.
Always.
And you too, we got to squeeze you in there. Look. I always have a job.
Yeah, so, but, something I got into, man, I think it was God sent that he came by, we met, and, this was something that branded me farther than what I ever expected. I'm on TV. People point me out. They don't know nothing about my music, but they know I seen you on TV.
Right.
And it's, and we going to continue to do that. The new movie is called Finesse. It's starring me, starring Al Nuke, Cassius J. And it's got all the rappers in it. It got the Migos in it. We got Trinidad James, DJ Scream, OJ the Juice
movie,
Man. Yeah, he got you. This the guy right here.
Now, okay. But that is awesome. I'm glad that you had a chance to experience that. You're a producer. You're in the movie. You're an actor now and an author. So you have a lot going on, which I think is incredible. You have to open yourself up to different things, which I think you have done.
I'm trying it.
I enjoy your music. And I know my friends do. We think we're trap stars.
That's what's up.
And I'm glad to be interviewing the trap god.
That's what's up.
Right here on the Victoria Washington Experience. Make sure you check me out on SoundCloud.com/TheVicky. That's TheVickii, VictoriaWashington.com, iTunes. I'm everywhere. IG, Facebook, and also make sure you reach out and support Zaytoven. Zaytoven Beats. He's everywhere. And people who want to send you beats, can they send you beats?
I get so many beats, people sending me beats. I really don't want nobody to send me no more beats right now.
Okay, so we done with the beats. It's the Victoria Washington Experience.